So, good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm finally here sitting with you guys just discussing kind of this flight journey that I'm on. So, I'm really excited, y'all. It's 2025 and I finally made the decision to go ahead and become a pilot. And that all starts off with really just getting my private pilot license. And if you don't know, I've had a career. I've been a photographer for a long time. And so anyways, at this point, I was trying to decide what career path to go down and different things and what happens next, because I'm always loved photography. That'll never go anywhere. But I kind of was just looking for, what is going to happen next. So I'm finally going back to something I actually wanted to do a long time ago. When I was about 15 or 16 years old, I think, I know I was at Louisiana School for Math, Science, and the Arts, and that's whenever I had basically my first taste at aviation. So I remember they had like this program we could do where it was like like a project, like a school project, and you basically had to pick off like different things you wanted to focus on. Some things were actually media, but I remember there was one in aviation, to being a pilot, and so actually it was my first time doing some type of ground school they had going on. And then after the ground school for a couple of days, we were able to go ahead and take up a plane and fly from an hour from Natchitoches to Alexandria, and then Alexandria and back. And that was actually my first time I can actually remember sitting in the cockpit watching it all happen. And I know my mama gave me the money for that, but I know my daddy didn't know about it at first, but eventually he was okay with it. But that was the first time I can remember. Now, I always thought it was cool, and I saw it more of like, at that time, it was like either be a doctor, lawyer, or, it was just an interesting time. And I never really saw it as like a career at that time, but I knew I really, really enjoyed it. And it actually just sparked that interest, and that interest continued on. And eventually it turned, I ended up going to school and went into biology and things like that, and then moved to, it's a whole long path, but I'm just kind of getting you to the point to where I did my career as a photographer. And then after leaving Florida recently, coming back and trying to decide what I was going to do, and the opportunity of being a pilot came up again. My dad had about 100 hours of flying, and he doesn't have a private pilot certificate, but he does have a lot of hours. He tried to get me in it probably in, maybe 2000 and 2018, 2019, I can't remember exactly. I know it was much cheaper. And then I still was kind of like a little too busy with it, but then I finally got to this point where it's like my life is in this place where I could take a moment and breathe and go after something else that I truly love. So it's exciting, y'all. So let me tell y'all about flight school. So I'm not going to say the name of the academy I'm at right at this moment. It's a great place. I'm really enjoying it over there. But just in general, I don't want anybody to know where I'm at all the time. But anyway, this academy I'm in, Flight Academy, Flight School, it's really, really cool. It's actually connected to my hometown, which is very unique in how it's set up. But anyway, picking this particular school, I went there the first time because they had like a brand new airport. They had their own airstrip, y'all. Like their own airstrip. I was like, wow. It was a brand new place. They hadn't even opened up when I first looked it up. I think I found it on Google Maps. And so then I got over there, and they were just really nice to me. It wasn't really big, but I knew that it was going to be at one of the top, it was one of my thought processes to go there. I looked at a lot of other schools around, but this one, I just liked that they had their own airstrip, and it was new. And so I was, willing to take a run on it. And so being there, it took me almost, about a year before I actually signed up to be in there. And since being there, it's been an amazing little journey. It's kind of strange. Wow, I'm actually a part of this school, a part of this aviation community. It isn't just like something I'm reading about books, something I'm watching on just YouTube. It's really like a blessing to be a part of it. And you go in there and they know your name, and You know, you can see yourself eventually going up on the walls with, you know, get your shirt cut and things like that. And so it's really just like a beautiful, it's kind of surreal, y'all. I wish I could tell y'all. That's why you just got to go after some of your dreams and go after what you want, because this is like almost like way up in the things that I thought I would do. I'd like to, but it's like crazy that's actually happening. And so, yeah, y'all, like, it's really happening. Like, I'm really going over there. And I'm there almost every day. The only days that I'm not there is whenever I can't go because of weather. I mean, that's it. Like, outside of that, I'm there every day. And they know that. They're like, Scott's gonna be here every day, you know? So, my instructor, man, he's good. He's actually really good. I kind of have this two instructor scenario. So I have my buddy and my brother in the Lord, Brother Matthew Julian. He is like kind of like the overseer of my entire flight career. He's just an amazing guy, amazing man of God, and he really kind of like, he's my source for understanding a lot about the entire aviation community, what it takes to get, you know, where he is, or in that area. So he flies private jets. He actually worked for an airline before. Just an amazing brother. And like, just to have him in my back pocket, like I just called him up, and I was texting him for a little while, like, hey, Matthew, you available? He was like, man, call me. And so I love to have that direct access to him, and he makes me comfortable to talk about all things when it comes to aviation. And then I have my instructor at the school. So Brother Matthew is the one that signed me off to take my PPL, my private pilot exam. And when he signed off on it, you know, he made sure I was proficient, and then I would take it. So he signed me off to do that. And then my instructor at the school is who I picked up, because Brother Matthew, as much as I would love him to be my instructor, he actually is a working pilot regularly, and I know they're pretty short-staffed, and so he can't actually train me, even though he is a trainer. He's a CFI, I think CFII, but he can't work with me at the moment. So, and I need to get this thing done. So he recommended me go to an academy or to a flight school, and he gave me a lot of different ones to check out and different thoughts and things like that. And so I ended up choosing this one. And my instructor there, I went there for the main flight instructor, the chief flight instructor. He was real cool. So he was like, hey, you know, I'm gonna hook you up with my best guy. So I came in there and I had already had my paperwork done. I mean, my test done. And he was like, you already did your test? You already passed it? I was like, yeah. He was like, wow, like you're serious. Like, I know you really want to do this. And thank you for Brother Matthew for making me take my test before I actually took a flight. And he explained to me that would be just a better way. A lot of people may go through flight school and learn how to fly a plane, never take the test, fail the test, can't progress forward. So he was like, you know, I just really want you to take the test first to get the book knowledge down and then fly. I didn't really understand why, and I questioned it, but I was like, this man that we're talking about, I'm just gonna focus on that. And so I'm glad I didn't deviate from what he said, and just decided to go ahead and do it his way. And it just panned out to be better. When I got to the school, I was given favor, where they were like, okay, we're gonna push you up. You know, a lot of people have to take this exam. You've already done it, so like we might, you know, get you to flying. Like, that's it. So that was really exciting to know the way he told me to do it was actually better than, and even at the school, they decided to make the students take the exam before you fly, but it wasn't like that. The week I got there, I think I signed up on Tuesday or Wednesday. The Monday that week, they had just confirmed that they were going to make the students start doing that. And I'm like, wow, but the Matthew knew what he's talking about. So when I got there, now I have an actual flight instructor who I'm working with regularly. Larry's cool, man. Larry got 1,600 hours. He's applied to the airlines. He's trying to, you know, navigate his way to find out where he's going to go next. He's my first instructor, like, in flight school, and man, it's been a great journey. This guy knows what he's talking about. I just love his confidence, the way he grabs the plane, he grabs his controls, the way he moves everything around, the way he lands. He just has this, like, you can tell he has a wealth of knowledge, like, in what he's doing. And I'm amazed at some of the stuff he does with that plane. I don't have a big comparison to do, but I do have that. Like, he makes me feel safe in the plane. I'm comfortable with him. We get along. He's stern. He's ex-military, so he's like stern enough, but like he gets on me to make sure I knock these things out. So that has been a good journey. And each day we progress. He's actually been very he's very motivating on how my progression has gone. And so yeah, I wish he had more time. I wish all of them had more time. I wish I could do 2 a day, 2 flights a day, 3 hours at least. But I know that the school has, I think, like 130 students, and they got about 8 or 9 planes or 7 planes. And I know it's just a little tough, and I'm one of the very few that goes every day. So I'm actually switching planes out all the time. Like, I've been on, I think today was the 5th one. I've been on 5 of the different planes that they had for the Piper Cherokee 180. And it's unique. At first it's kind of like, wait, where's these controls? They move over here, they move over there. They tell me it's like driving F-350 and then switching over into a Corolla. The stuff works the same, but just learning how it feels is different. How much input you can put in one, put in the other one. But overall they do fly pretty much the same. So just know, y'all, this journey has been fun with them. I have a lot of videos I want to shoot on this. I'll break it down on costs. I'll break down on my journey as I'm going. Just know, on the plane I'm shooting with an Insta360 X4, and that's so that for me to be able to see the full training with the 360. If you open it up, you have to open it up in the YouTube app. If you just click, like when I send it, you just click the play button right there, it's not going to show it. You have to click the link and open up in the 360 app. Here's the Insta360. Yeah, I'm shooting with the Insta360 right here. So this camera, this is what I'm doing. It has 2 lenses on a lens on both sides. And so this is what I've been shooting with. And this little thing right here is allowing you guys to be able to see it in full 360 view. So if you go on there and look at it on YouTube, you can take your finger and move around and see all around the cockpit. You can see what I'm doing with the controls. So that's pretty fun. That's going to be different about my channel. I realize is that you'll be able to see it in full 360. It's also for me to see how the landings are going, and also for you guys to experience the full flight school and me training. Right now I'm doing pattern work, landing. Today we did 8 different landings, and it's pretty tough right now. I feel good about everything, but this landing, oh yeah, the whole coordination, the rudder, the ailerons, getting it all right, and right altitude, right speed. It's just, I'm gonna get it right. But it does take a lot of practice, and also practice on my sim. And so that's gonna be the journey with this. So stick around. If you have any questions at all, please let me know, because I'm willing to answer everything. I want to be an open book to you guys that are all want to do aviation, who are looking to become a pilot, a student pilot, but just any questions in general. So that's it for today. Signing out.